I'm finally gonna redo the last chapter. I swear, I haven't just been talking for 40 minutes about nonsense. Also, YouTube, in case you didn't know, this is my first stream on a new PC, and none of my settings copied over for OBS, so everything is very fucked up right now. I tried to get everything as best as I could, but I know it's fucked up, so I'm sorry for the inconsistency. Thank you for understanding. Hi. Oh my god, this is gonna make me so mad. The display capture is like just barely off. I think that's gonna be worse. Did I fix it? No. It's still bad. Y'all, how the fuck did I have this before? Okay, wait, I think maybe that's even. I mean, there's a little, like, teeny tiny black border around it, but I think it's an even teeny tiny black border. I think I will leave it like that for now. Also, this is so weird that it's just like, please let me know if anything is off with the sound for the game, because I'm sure it is. Okay, we're gonna redo this whole last chapter. If it will let me. Launch chapter. Save my progress. Do you think redoing this chapter is going to take the whole stream? Probably. Because last time I think it took me 2 hours. So probably. Okay. I'm scared, y'all. Oh shit, I need to get my little notepad out that has my notes about what I need to be consistent with to keep it good. Connor, save Hank. Kara, save Luther, stay calm, steal from baby. Marcus, peaceful, no surrender.
Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies.
We have to.
In addition to these measures,
fuck that baby.
All androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities, and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Please! Is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of hacking.
So surprised you did that. Like prior you'd be like, no stealing. Alice said no, but in the moment you're like, in that moment you're like, fuck what Alice thinks. Can I be honest as to why I said fuck what Alice thinks for that? It's because at that point I knew she was an android, and I'm like, why do I give a fuck what another android thinks?
Very closely with CyberLife to neutralize all deviants. I won't make any
and like we would have died.
Else until we've dealt with the android question.
Please.
A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapon stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on that at this time.
Please.
I got an ad for an android child, and I was like, oh, neat. Awkward. Hate that.
The deviant that is known as Markus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
You're like, well, she's an android, so her feelings are wrong. That's not true, okay? Her feelings aren't necessarily wrong. I just don't care. Okay, Connor's going in. Okay, so as a little reminder, I think this is like immediately after Jericho was like fucked.
Connor model 313-248-317. I'm expected.
Identification successful.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me in. I got some shit I gotta do, yo.
Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Fuck your orders. Fuck your chicken strips. Fuck your chicken strips. I'm sorry, that was a very niche reference. Because I honestly don't know how many people know of that vine. Probably going to get off for now. Not going to stay. Going to get ready for bed. Good night, Cassie. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you get the best sleep. Is audio good? I think audio is good. Based on the audio mixer, it's looking okay, but I just want to be sure. Truly, I've not seen the Vine, but I've heard of it. It's this guy who's like sitting in the front seat of a car, and he like turns around and he's like, "Fuck ya, chicken strips." Okay, I gotta remember to not fuck this part up. Hello, androids. You are about to be part of my army. Okay. I have things I have to do immediately.
Level 31.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Okay. Do 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 do. I remember I did this way last time and it worked out in my favor. And then cut. Oop. Okay. So not that way. So I do this and then I go down. Shit. I love how I missed that and I still shot him in the head.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
Agent 54, level sub 49.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't disable the thing again. That's okay. Chicken strips do sound good. Like, I have vegetarian chicken nuggies upstairs.
In 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time.
It's
We've
gonna
got to
be
move
delicious
fast.
when I eat it. Had to move my phone because my Wi-Fi is so ass. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But welcome back on mobile.
Are you alright?
I'm really cold.
Purposely reenacting last time. It worked out last time for that piece, so like it's okay. I'm not that concerned. this time I am gonna do Kara's part 100% the same if I can. Because I like everything that I did for Kara. You like aced Kara? I know, and I don't know how. I don't know how, because I'm usually like so done with that kind of thing, and yet I still manage to like not do awful for Kara. I still didn't fix that. God damn it. There we go. Better.
What are we gonna do? We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. We're going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
We got this, Alice.
Don't kill me! I didn't do anything!
Sneak face.
Are there many more?
Sneaky, sneaky.
More you look, the more you find. I hope we don't have to spend the night here. Freezing my nuts off.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to
Can
be
you imagine if
careful.
I just like bolted right now? Like, yes, he would 100% see me.
Hurry up, get in.
We gotta save Luther. Don't forget. Kara, it's Luther.
It's Luther. We can't help him, Alice. The soldiers are everywhere. We can't just leave him. They're going to kill him. Okay, let's go.
Get under the truck.
Hey, buddy.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
Fucking androids.
Weapon. Ka-chow.
Kara! You shouldn't have risked your life to save me.
I had to,
Where's
Luther.
Alice?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you.
Go before they see you.
Bestie.
Alice!
Luther! I thought you were dead.
In comparison,
I was afraid I'd never see you
I
again.
only know a few
I wanted to meet you
Kara
at the terminal,
endings.
but they caught
Gotcha.
me along the way.
Yeah, Alice under the car.
Come on. We're close, but we don't have much time.
It sounds still good. I just want to make sure that nothing is too loud. Like, I'm not too loud over the game and whatnot. Look back. Sound good, yas. Okay, very good. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I think I'm like kind of starting to take after Bailey Sarian just a little bit because I've been watching Bailey Sarian a lot, and you know how she like makes her own theme songs and shit. I feel like I've started doing that now because of watching her so much. Think that you not turning off Alice's cold function is child endangerment and you should be in jail. Well, I don't want Alice to know that I know she's an android, so of course I'm not going to turn off her setting. She's going to be like, what the fuck? How did you know that I have a setting? I'm supposed to be a human. Tell me that, North. Explain that.
A checkpoint.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Melody.
We have passports.
Thank
It
you,
should
Melody.
be okay, but you never know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of
No
time.
detour.
Miss the bus.
Yeah, but it might be safer.
We're not missing the bus. We're not missing the bus. We're not missing the bus.
I don't like humans who carry guns. They make me nervous.
Just stay calm.
Me
all
too,
right,
Luther.
Don't do anything until
Check
I
what
say
your
so.
time is. I want to see if it's different. Oh, I didn't.
ID, please.
I forgot to check. My bad.
You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
My daughter slept over at a friend's house. We went to pick her up. We're on our way home now.
He suspects something.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
She's sick. A bad flu. We just need to get her home.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
Just curious if the time is randomized or if
Hey,
it's legit
wait a
based
minute.
on how fast you save, don't save,
He knows,
Luther.
Kara. They're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
I forgot to
Luther. You
check
hear me?
and I was like
They're
moving
gonna
too
shoot.
fast.
They're gonna kill us.
My bad.
You drop this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heh.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching through the city at this very moment. The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Is it just me or do the graphics look slightly better? They shouldn't. Hillary Hinton, literally. No, Melody, I was making a joke. Add that to the thread
Here we
of
are.
Melody misunderstanding
All
Annie
in truth.
moments.
Surrender immediately, or we will open fire.
You will not.
Stand by.
We don't want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
No.
There's no turning back now.
There's no
We are here to demand the immediate liberation of all androids detained in camps across the country. We are not leaving until our people are free.
Thank God it doesn't last forever. I hate that public opinion goes up, like, as we're dying. This is so fucked. Raise hands.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
It goes up in favor of the androids? No, I know, but like I just don't get why that goes in. They believe they shouldn't be shot? Okay. Cause like I was gonna say, I don't understand why like some of us dying makes the public's opinion of us like better. That's like what I didn't get.
All teams, hold your fire.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Josh Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out. As long as we can.
Okay. Alright, y'all. It's time.
Stay sharp.
Shit.
I just realized that he fucking throws the gun at the one guy. He's just like... Listen, North, I didn't know. Okay, I learned from my mistakes. Pretty man. Pretty.
Piece of shit. Step back, Connor, and I'll spare him.
Sorry, Connor. This bastard's your spitting image.
Did you learn from your mistakes if you didn't just destroy the camera this time? I forgot. I still did fine. Do I have to do everything perfect?
The bus terminal. We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
Yeah, not the back seating. The fuck. Hi. I know you're over here, you piece of shit. You are being a little shit, North.
Tickets, they won't let us on.
My little... You stole my little girl!
Fuck you.
Security! Over here!
Don't do this, Todd.
I couldn't remember which thing that I did last time. So I was like, oh shit, which one do I click?
When your wife walked out, she took your daughter away. You couldn't live without her. So you bought yourself an android. A substitute little girl.
My little girl. He really did.
That she would make you forget. But nothing could replace your child.
I just wanted to prove to myself that I was a good father. She was wrong. But I fucked it all up all over again.
Like my little girl. Literally. He fully would too, because he's a fucking ding dong.
I miss my little girl. You don't know how much I miss my little girl.
Is there a problem, sir?
Is there a problem?
No. I made a mistake. Sorry.
I had to fix it. Sorry, that was really bothering me. If that fucked with the sound quality, please let me know. Yeah, Todd, maybe if you weren't a piece of shit.
Good luck.
Forgiveness exe processing, literally. Go away, Todd. Find a way to leave. Steal from a baby. Stealing from a baby. Stealing from a baby. Foreigners.
Oliver likes you. Is she yours? Yes. She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in
His
my
blanket
bag.
has little ears. I know, it's so cute.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
No. Sorry.
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here.
Like taking candy, tickets from a baby.
We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey. Come on, Alice. I don't know what happened. They were right here in my bag.
Got your tickets?
What happens if you
Here they are.
if you don't return the tickets? I didn't return the
go ahead.
tickets. Are you saying if you do return the tickets? Yeah, don't be swearing in front of my child, sir.
What's going to happen to that family and their baby? Will they die because of us?
No. No, of course not.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what happens if you do. We probably just end up dying. There's 4 different ways it can go. Crazy. I don't think I necessarily want to know, just because that's like a big like ending thing. But like that's crazy.
Come on, help me.
That's a lot of options. Okay, reinforce the barricade. I know last time I used a car. Maybe the car will be a good idea again. At least one of them is not great. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure probably most of them are not great.
Right, that should do it.
That's not gonna stop them.
Good night, friends. Have a good Detroit. Thank you for hanging out with me, Kay. I appreciate it. I hope you get the best sleep.
Sure we're doing the right thing.
Josh is my companion. My companion. Hello? Hello?
Many of our people have fallen. The humans have no pity for those who are different.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Hee hee. Hee. Okay. Hello. Trying to support. Oh. I'll light a fire for you. Does that count as support? Ooh, I didn't do this last time. I did not do this last time. Interesting, but makes sense. Got it. Yeah, what if he shook ass in front of the news people? Public opinion would go up for sure. Yeah, public opinion would skyrocket. Oh, I didn't get this last time. I want to read this. I love reading the little like news articles. It's so interesting. My feelings are hurt. What's the point in lighting a fire? Listen. Listen. They may not get cold, but it's for comfort. Yeah, for comfort.
Are you alright?
You good, bestie?
They shot into the crowd.
any of us were killed. It could have been me. I'm scared. I don't want to shut down.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too.
You cannot tell me
But
it's
I
for the
can't stand
ambiance. It's
violence.
not for the ambiance. It's like it makes you feel comforted. Not ambiance,
Maybe we should
comfort.
have never asked for freedom. None of this would have happened if we'd stayed silent.
Marcus went, I know what will make you feel better, literally.
This won't hold him for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
They're slaughtering us on the other side of that barbed wire. Nothing.
By shaking his ass, literally.
How many more of us have to die? Is there any cause worth giving your life for?
You're the hope of our people. I trust you. We all trust you. No matter what happens now, we're making history.
Nor. Not the twerking. All right. Let's do this thing.
It won't stop there. What are we gonna do if they attack?
Resist. That's the only thing we can do.
Do you think Connor has any chance of making it?
Absolutely, because I'm
We
in
can
charge
only
of
count on
him.
ourselves now.
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. We won't try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap.
Marcus, come look, man,
wanna
standing
be
there.
Don't go, Marcus.
Okay, I have to go, but I have to turn him down.
I'm unarmed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
I need to hear what he has to say.
What if they kill you?
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
Swampert. He's not going to right now, hopefully. But the only remaining androids are these here in the circle, and then a shit ton of androids with the same face. I know.
In a few minutes, troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender.
He said
Surrender, and I give you my word,
harder,
your life will be spared.
motherfucker.
You'll be detained, but
Surrender.
none of you will be destroyed.
Surrender.
What happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them. You're it. You're the last remaining deviants.
I'm not afraid
to die.
Not afraid to take
If I
a
have to give my
stand.
life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
Everybody,
Be free, Marcus.
come take my
To live
hand.
among the humans. You could have what you've always
Tag, you're it.
the lives of your people.
Eat shit.
Freedom.
Perkins, I think that's his name.
All you have to do is say the word.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
Country Annie era? From which part? The past 3 songs I sang was not country. I'm set. I'm so set.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
You got a country singer intonation? The last song I sang was Eminem.
The humans are about to launch an attack.
I'm set.
And we will show them. And we are not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
If we must die today, then we will die free.
Then we will die free.
Your friend's life is in...
I look away for 2 seconds. I look away for 2 seconds and I get a bomb thrown in my fucking face. Did I fuck something up? I guess we'll find out. I'm not doing this again if I fucked it up. Yeah, Press better be taking photos of that shit. I walked up, I talked to him, I did my little dancey dance, and then I left. I didn't do anything questionable. The press got all that shit. I thought it was a spray can. I was wrong. Y'all, did I fuck something up? We shall see. At least this time I know, I know Hank's son's name.
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
Ugh.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission.
I think that was supposed to happen. Hopefully. One can hope.
Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
Enough talk. It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
Save him.
All right. All right.
He's going to sacrifice himself. I did it. Hello? I fucking did it. Shit. You fuck one up and it fucks up everything.
Hold it.
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without it.
The way that, like, the way because I, like, fucked up the thing and, like, the one Connor fucking, like, slipped while he was trying to kick the other one in the face. It's so, okay, so I was, like, trying to do it this way, but it meant to, like move my whole, I don't know. I did what it said, but not the right way.
It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it. Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
Yeah, the one nervously talking is the fake one.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
I knew that too.
My son, what's his name?
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant.
I remembered Melody, it's okay.
And your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me.
I know Melody.
Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder. Every time you died and came back, I thought about Cole. How much I wanted to bring him back. I'd have given anything to hold him again. But humans don't come back.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive.
Yeah, I know. They should have come
Maybe
up with
the ones that make
anything
the world a better
else.
place. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Like, literally any other thing to prove who Connor is. Like, I didn't get a single son dialogue. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, Hank. I love Hank so much. Mr. Eugene Krabs. We could have smooched evil Connor.
Wake up!
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Saying cocksucker. I know. It's so funny. I just don't understand how like, it's still, like, I'm shook that I managed to miss every single dialogue about his son. Yeah, I can hear it in the Mr. Krabs voice too, but it just, like, seems so wrong.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along.
I fully thought this was an airport. It kind of looks like one.
We're doing temperature checks. We're trapped.
We're trapped. Literally one thing that is very easy to miss. You're fucked on it. I'm pretty sure that's so rotten.
Don't worry, Alice. We'll be fine.
That is so rotten.
We can't get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
No. No, we'll find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
We're fucked. When she's never saw instead of we're trapped. She's just like, we're fucked.
Rose.
Rose Queen.
Jerry?
It's a Jerry.
You risked your life to save us, Carl. If you and the little girl need me,
Go ahead.
I'll be there.
Oh, to say the fuck word and then turn deviant.
Wait for me. I won't be long.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
I would have looked at the man and just been like, guess I'll just piss on the floor. You want to know where the hell I'm going? I'm about to piss on your flow. Retrospect, can't say I love that. Luther's like main character trait is I would kill and die for this white woman and child, albeit androids. Yeah. But I do love him. That's just a David Cage issue. You can sacrifice him if you need to. Yeah, which is so unfair. Like, I love Luther so much.
Glad you're safe. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
You're leaving Detroit?
They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're crossing the river as we speak. Adam and I are gonna meet them on the other side.
You gave me your brother's address. Do you think that I...
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him. Rose.
If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
they're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to. You know what they'll do if they catch you.
What's happening with Marcus?
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens now, he's already made the history books.
Yeah, Lauren, I was wondering that too, because there are not very many options for how, like, androids look. Like, it's just, like, odd to me that that's never, like, a thing that's brought up, you know? Because there's not very many models. Obviously, the Alice model is, like, it seems to be the only child android model. Like, I don't know. Is there anything else in this bathroom? Because there's still a lock. I don't know, it's just weird.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive.
Oh, yeah, North, you're right. But
you deserve
still.
to be free.
That's still only 2 child models.
Hope people will realize that one day.
That we know of. Like, that would not be very hard to figure out. No sacrifice.
Next, please. ID, please.
Please. I just want to be free.
Yeah, if the public is cool enough with androids, I know.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah, I do like that that is a thing. Hee hee. Instant face identifying technology was literally a feature Connor is shown having in his second scene, and that was for humans. I know. I know. It's crazy. We made it, gals.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
Okay, this is new shit. We got some new shit going on here, y'all. I hit the left button. I hit the left button. Y'all. This is already going so poorly. Like, I'm hitting these buttons, I swear. I'm like slamming them. Me when I hit the left button. Me, an empath, sensing that Annie was hitting the left button. Ow, I just got water in my eye. Maybe slamming them is not the move. I know, maybe not. Ouch. You resetting for that? It was making me mad. There's already 2 people that died because I pushed the wrong button. Like, why? Why is that a plot device? Hi, duration, hee hee hoo hoo, literally. 2 people died from me, like, pushing the buttons and it just, like, me, like, slamming them, being, like, too much. So I had to reset for that, okay? God, we're trying to get the best ending. The title says let's have a better ending, becoming human in Detroit. I have to. I have to. Okay. I technically no longer need my notes. Yeah, Oda pressed a button too much and it not count. I was literally like trying to get that last one and it just like wasn't registering. I also may have yeeted this controller a couple times, so maybe it's just like broken. I don't know. A lot of variables, mama. Why? I used to have anger issues. I have improved as a human, and I don't do that anymore, but I used to have anger issues.
Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the
Yeah,
barricade,
Gamer Age.
despite the fact that the
Where's
deviants
Annie
were
Silly
protesting
Billy
peacefully.
for real?
Have apparently decided to
Could
put
be
an
both.
end to the deviants demonstration
Could
by
be both.
force this time.
North.
Okay, left button. I saved people. Hells yeah. I'm pressing the buttons calmer now. I was doing it! Yeah, oh. The way he's just like launching himself really kind of sense. I pressed up! Ugh. It'd be so funny if they died anyways. No. I saw the option
Thanks,
to
Michael.
sing.
Back to you in the studio. Wait a minute.
What?
Something's happening.
Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Everything will be alright.
Gotta sing, I don't care. Yeah, the soldiers are like, what the fuck?
Be alright. Fight on just a little while longer.
Yeah, this is so fucking key smash. He just comes out with a Pepsi can. What the other two options were, I know. Save dick by giving it CPR.
Just a little while longer.
Incredible. The deviants.
Or singing.
The deviants are singing.
Everything will be alright. Sing on just a little while longer. Sing on just a little while longer. Sing
This one's funniest. Okay, good. Man on a helicopter could not hear them singing. Yeah, probably not.
Everything will be alright. Everything
This would never work. You didn't have unlocked, damn. Why he blinking like that? Why he like... Path unlocked.
Tell them to stand down.
Now? Okay, singing makes
Yes,
the president
military is
stand down. And poetic and cinematic if the android sang, literally.
Today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat.
No, be honest, you ordered the army to retreat because you're a sap and you like music.
Is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it.
Now Kith.
This is a great day for our people.
Now Kith.
Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
Tell me why, like, seeing them lined up like that just made me think Human Centipede.
We're free. They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
What is happening?
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda! There's got to be a way.
Y'all. I'm scared, but okay. We'll see. What's the point of having the wholesome rule for you if you break it? It's for everybody else. I'm allowed to be wild and out. But nobody else is for YouTube purposes. And all I said was Human Centipede. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Also, yeah, him hobbling towards nothing really fucking takes me out. Emergency exit. Sounds so fucking American. I don't care. That's okay. Born and raised, baby. can I go under here? Nope.
And now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are. Tell them that we're people too. In fact, we're a nation.
No. He's going to sacrifice himself. Y'all, is this like a time limit? I'm gonna scream. Can I have an emergency exit in my program? I think it is secretly timed. That's fucked. How the fuck am I supposed to... Bruh, how the fuck am I supposed to hold those?
The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans are both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners.
Ha!
Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect.
He just needed to inspect his gun.
We
He just like...
are alive. And now, we are free.
We are free. Physical emergency X on his physical mental mind callus. I know. It is funny. And not a soul sees it. Times you have to hold like 6 different buttons all at once. That's so fucked. I kind of want to play Heavy Rain. Trigger when you reach certain areas to make it seem timed. Oh, got it. Baby. Standing there like not a single animation. I know. What this, honey?
It's over, Alice.
Oh, this is the same thing we already saw, I think.
We're free.
Really want you to suffer through Heavy Rain. I want to play it. I have it on my Steam wish list. Didn't load the first time. I know, and she just like glitched the fuck out. Please play it. I'm thinking about it. Woo! Did we get the best ending? Hot. I think I got the best ending. Maybe. There's probably some things that could have gone better, but I think... Ooh. I'm seeing how much Heavy Rain is because I'm curious. That is indeed the best ending, I think. Hot. There's a post-credits, I think. Is there? I thought I, like, kept up for, like, the post-credits last time and didn't see anything, but maybe I just, like, didn't wait long enough. That's a possibility. Okay. According to my wish list on Steam... Heavy Rain is $20. I am not paying full price. I also want to play Beyond Two Souls. I want to play them both because, like, I fucking love Elliot Page. Maybe there's only post-credits for the best ending. Oh, maybe. Y'all are so right. Want to know what the speedrun for getting everyone killed is? It's probably not very long. Fun fact, I will have that as an incentive for something maybe like a birthday stream incentive or something to have like a chaotic playthrough of Detroit Become Human, because I think that would be kind of fun. So I am looking. They're both $20 right now, but just Beyond Two Souls having like the main character be Elliot Page, like fucking love that. Baby. Like that some of these credit scenes are stuff we skip/didn't do. I know. Being in that game, why? Buying keys from sites but Heavy Rain is $9 for the Epic launcher on a certain site. It normally doesn't bother me, but I'm also the weird type of person that likes to have all of my games in the same place, aka all of them on Steam. Hank? Hug. Aww! Y'all, that was the most minor scene, but just like Connor's little smile and then the little hug, like oh my god. We talking about some bussy up in here? Also, Ivan, I would not say more to more information about a certain thing. Yeah, someone's last name I figured, but just like not the bussy. They modeled his new body without his consent? That is so rude. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I will DM you on the Twitter is very good. Thank you, Ivan. Wow. I'm very glad that I got the really good ending then. That is very interesting. North, what was the ending that you, what was the thing that you wanted? The option that I didn't have unlocked? I feel like that's, innocent enough, like instead of the singing. Willem Dafoe looks miserable in every group photo with him in Cage and everything regarding the game in general. It is hilarious. Willem Dafoe always looks miserable, I feel like, but like, I also, yeah. North and Marcus can kiss. That is so weird. I don't like that. Like, how are you just gonna be like, we're debating life, let's kiss? Love it though. Public opinion goes wild. Yeah, you have a point there. And I get to kiss Marcus. Now Kith. Okay. One freedom for the moment. For the moment? What do you mean for the moment? What do you mean for the moment? If someone is romanceable, then kissing him would have made public opinion go down. I know. That's so rude. North. Yeah, if only Marcus could kiss Simon. Okay. Shows passings you've done? Yeah, they're in like gray. I died last time. I learned from my mistakes. Say fleeing androids? Well, what if I fuck up? Okay, so 2 of the options were like whatever, so I'm guessing the other one was kissing North. And then 3 of the options caused something else to happen. Well, 2 other things that happened. God, this is branching so much. Interesting. Okay. Let's view Connor's. So he didn't have to do this. I love this. Public opinion, supportive. Software instability, deviant. Hank, friend. Amanda, betrayed. Okay, so this was the same exact way as it was last time. Nothing changed. And this should be the exact same as well. Oh. This time an android didn't get executed. That didn't happen. That is so true. Good night, Lauren. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you were able to see the ending. Caracopter. But I hope you get the best sleep. Made the man at the counter a little less fucked up, I guess. Yeah, for real. Interesting. Okay. Think you just didn't see the android die? Probably. Probably still died and I just didn't watch it. Okay, well damn, that's hot. There's a difficulty setting? Oh. Yeah, I remember choosing this. Yeah, I know, I got the best ending. I'm so excited that I managed to do that. Let's look at some of the extras. Let's go to the gallery. Yeah, I remember. Hehe. Is Jericho Connor not the Tims? Why he looks so pissed? Pissy pissy. His foot stance whack. I hate Todd, but I'm buying the variations. I want to buy everybody. Not Miss Hillary Clinton. No, I didn't want to click on him. Why he stand like the person standing emoji? Sumo baby. I just love his big ass fucking feet. Sumo baby. The pigeon! It's so cute. He pecking. Oh, here's the little boy android, I think. Oh, maybe not. That's just a little boy. Yeah, he should have given the specific pigeon a birthday. That's so fucked. Who dis? I unlocked the variation of Hank in this shirt. Kid and Jericho wasn't an android. Oh, wait, hello? That's not the shirt that I picked. Rude. Yeah, he had an LED. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. This is the shirt that I picked for him. Hank bestie. I didn't even realize that sometimes he's wearing a tie and sometimes he's not. Okay. Let's see the magazines. Did I unlock them all? No, I didn't. I did unlock most of them though, except for at the ending. I can read this now. This was the one that like started to glitch out that I couldn't read. Okay. They defy us. Androids rise up in Detroit. Androids have taken to the streets of Detroit in apocalyptic scenes. Detroit is already in the grip of a national product recall, with androids seized from every home and business to be destroyed by the authorities as a precaution. But now a group of androids, thought to be connected to the recent android terror activity in the city, have gathered in a terrifying show of force. Police and military authorities are in attendance to protect civilians and deal with the threat, but the androids have barricaded themselves in a fortified position and seem to be angling for an armed confrontation. President Warren is said to be aware of the situation. Detroit Police's Captain Fowler, a senior officer in the android investigation, said, "The safety of Detroit's people is our first priority. We hope to bring this matter to a swift conclusion and refocus on collecting androids as soon as possible." The story is still developing. We'll bring you updates live. Wow. Okay, what's the soundtrack? I can buy the soundtrack. This is fun. Interesting. Okay, videos. You have to buy the like extra video information. Stop, there's shorts actually. Do y'all want to watch the shorts? Oh no. I'm running out. Okay, we don't care about Zlatko and Kamsky. Yes, okay. Heh boy. I'm intrigued because this is 2013, so this is 5 years before the game came out. Give or take. Because I think the game came out in 2018. Oh my god, drinking water out of a can is so ass. It just squirted me in the face. It's the second time now. That is terrifying. She literally looks like Sophie.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
ID.
APC 897504C.
Can you move your head? Your eyes now. Cervical and optical animation checked. Now give me your initialization text.
Hello. I'm a third generation AX400 android. I can look after your house, do the cooking, mind the kids. I organize your appointments. I speak 300 languages, and I am entirely at your disposal as a sexual partner. No need to feed me or recharge me. I'm equipped with a quantic battery that makes me autonomous for 173 years. Do you want to give me a name?
Yeah. From now on, your name is Kara.
My name is Kara.
Initialization and memorization checked. Now, can you move your arms?
This is creeping me out.
Upper limb connection checked. Now say something in German.
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400, conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay, now sing something in Japanese.
For no functional reason, literally.
Multilingual verbal expression check. Go ahead, take a few steps.
That was so weird. Oh, no, Swamper, I think he said sing something in Japanese.
Locomotion checked. Great, you're ready for work, honey.
What's going to happen to me now?
I'll reinitialize you and send you to a store to be sold.
Sold? I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah, of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer with arms and legs and capable of doing all sorts of things.
Did they put a diaper
and you're
on
worth
her?
a fortune.
Oh, I see. I thought...
You thought? What did you think?
I thought... I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's not part of the protocol. More memory components going off the rails. Okay, recording. Defective model. Disassemble and check the required components.
You're disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff. You're not supposed to think at all, period. You must have a defective piece or a software problem somewhere.
No, I feel perfectly fine, I assure you. Everything is all right. I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you, please don't disassemble me.
I'm sorry, honey, but defective models have to be eliminated. That's my job. If a client comes back with a complaint, I'm gonna have some explaining to do.
I won't cause any problems, I promise. I'll do everything I'm asked to. I won't say another word. I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop, will you please stop?
This is so sad.
I want to live. I'm begging you.
I'm sad.
Go and join the others.
Yeah, how the hell does she grow hair?
Stay in line, okay? I don't want any trouble.
Thanks.
The trailer is very interesting.
My God.
Damn, that was sad. Okay. Debut teaser.
Detroit. This is where it all began. The world's forge. The place where it all started. And it will all end. One error, and I came to life. I stepped out of the darkness, and I opened my eyes. First there was the fear, the light, the noise, the cold, and the fear again. I could feel my hands shaking, my heart pounding in my chest. Life running into my veins. I wanted to live. fought for that. I had to find out what was outside. I had to see daylight, feel sunshine on my skin, wind on my face, to see the world, the colors, the smells.
I know, I wish they had captions.
But the world is not what I imagined. It is dark and cold. It is harsh and violent, unfair and brutal. It almost convinced me I was nothing. Less than an object, just an obedient machine.
Hello.
But
Not my ship
deep
breaking.
inside me, I could feel something different. A gentle and warm whisper telling me that I am alive. I had to escape. I had no choice. Escape to love, to hope, to live. To figure out what that force inside me was. Maybe I will change the world. Maybe I will choose a different path. Now, it's up to me to decide. My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
Yeah, it really doesn't line up with the game. Interesting.
When David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit, I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge, and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around how to approach this character now as a different, much older person, and whether or not she had changed. And I'm very happy to say that with Detroit, I've had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the rat gone now? Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara in a very, not robotic, but, you know, android, other way, and getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human as it goes on. You know, and as an actor, that's a wonderful exploration in every way, whether it's how she sits, her posture, how her voice changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having, you know, as much material as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was really incredible.
Why couldn't we just be happy?
This experience has been quite different than the experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work. I have 83 dots on my face and a really, really flattering black wetsuit type thing. And you're jumping around with props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit. So we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets. There's no hair and makeup, there's no wardrobe, so we move really fast, and we'll go through about 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day. It's kind of acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean, you're doing this thing, and then you got to do something that's completely other back to back to back, and so that kind of process of working is very challenging, but it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas, and your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry. The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end.
Why was Brian standing
super
like that?
Complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye, he's also thinking about the player walking through this space. You know, only somebody who really, really loves not the work, but like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it. And it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with motion capture
Carl.
is this one. And I found it sort of terrifying in a way, because they said the computer's going to build you. But then as we got into it, I realized all the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because I was playing a character. So it's wonderful.
In the game, Detroit comes back because of a revolutionary industrial
I know, they're so
rebirth.
cheaped out.
And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, you know, a new industry.
The city is really strong and resilient, but the city has also been through so much. You see the damage, but it takes that time of kind of rebuilding and reinvesting into the city that I think is happening slowly but surely.
The potential of Detroit as a city is something that this game does a lot of justice to, because it would be easy to look at Detroit as some place that used to be, and that's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of conversation and reflection on our potential near future engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. There's merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that this is fine, you're comfortable with it, until something blurs the line and throws you off, and now do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines? They are not machines! They are alive! I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
There are lots of comparable comparisons to
Queen.
any type of persecution of religion, race, etc., dating way back. It can't just be a video game where you shoot 'em up or where people make these choices to do whatever. I think that's the whole point. You have the choice, and you can either choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's going to be a really strong reaction to this game, which has such a strong perspective. I'm that much more proud of it now to get to be a part of it, because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have or what color hair does she have, but like their temperament and the way they deal with problems. The different endings to this game are so radically different based off maybe seemingly insignificant choices in the moment, but like life, they all add up. And can't play life again, though.
Damn. I liked that. That was cool. Yeah, Rose's actress is such an icon. Usually you get sad because a video game character is hot but isn't real, but Markus is real. Yeah.
My name is Markus. My name is Connor.
My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
I think who Kara is, or how I would describe Kara, depends entirely upon who's playing her, because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. But I think she does start out incredibly naive, incredibly innocent, and kind of hapless.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
She's a person who's characterized, I think, by empathy. She's a person who really, she just comes from her heart.
You'll never leave me, right? Promise you'll never go.
I promise.
Kara, please! Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute! Leave her alone! Kara, leave her alone!
The really beautiful thing that I've had the gift to be able to do is to
The net for the
essentially
blanket.
build a person from the ground up, because that's what she's doing throughout the game. And with every experience she has and every person she meets, she's building, you know, first emotions and then the sense of judgment. And it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be a human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of our service class business, the class that serves us, that helps us.
The fake porn.
That is our baristas and our drivers and our housemaids. And what is humanity, where we tap into it, how and why we treat each other the way that we do. And my character Marcus has a really intriguing journey, becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized.
I know,
and
it's so funny,
coming
Melody.
to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life. And not only do you want it for yourself, but you want it for your peers.
We've come here to demonstrate peacefully and to tell humans that we are also living beings. All we want is to live free.
You know what? This thing, Dad, is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels disenfranchised, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
Connor is analytical. Connor takes things literally. He starts in the beginning place where he's very mechanical. He feels nothing inside, of course, and it's all just a system, a protocol that he is executing to get whatever he wants to happen, which is help humans stop deviants and to find the link between deviant androids. You were designed to serve humans, not kill them!
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
Just say, I killed him! Is it that hard to say?
Stop it! Stop!
But of course, over the course of the story, and depending on the player's choices, Connor can grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that procedure.
I know, Melody.
The moment of truth, Hank. Am I a living being? Or just a machine?
The person holding him up. Oh my god. What is this? What's this, honey?
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves. For Detroit, we wanted to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly bending, which means the most non-linear story that we've ever created. And we wanted really the player to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium. You know, when you're working in television, you'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately, you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because the audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
Come on, let's go. We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about these scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages, but here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios. And every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting, as passionate, as strong, and as emotional for the player.
This is crazy.
We want every action that the player does, every interaction that is available to serve in telling the story, and help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment.
Yeah, this shit's insane. Yeah, emotional on the walls kills me.
We started with the intention pretty early on that we would never lie to the player. So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and
literally
large
Alice
story is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot with actors, because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's a huge challenge.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try to continue to make things feel real that the player might not ever see, but also that in performance it's not always connected to a previous act. It's grueling, it's hard work, but it's a great team and I enjoy doing it.
I was really frustrated, until I got to this point where I kind of was able to step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new, what do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them or what I'm letting them into. It's really, I think, helped me grow in general.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's all. So it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different rings of the tree. As the story grows out, I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor. I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain.
I don't
You
feel
don't stand
pain.
a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Shooting action scenes at
That
Quantic
mustache
Dream is a real
is so
challenge
beautiful.
because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture. Detroit features more than 37,000 animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths. The character's costumes, the places, day or night, the weather. Did the character get shot in the shoulder? Did he get injured? All this consistency forced us to produce a lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure, and we did our best to guarantee quality across all the game and make sure that whatever path you choose within this narrative space, you will have an equally good experience.
North, can you link that video? Just because I want to watch it later. Also, during that I realized that I Oh my god. During that, I realized that I had not tweeted that I was live, and I'm very sad about it. Which one did we just watch? Did we watch this? I think we did.
Detroit Become Human was produced over a period of 4 years.
No, we
Here
didn't.
in Paris, we have a team of about 180 people. And to that, we need to add also all the outsourcing with our partners in the Philippines, in China, Vietnam, and in India.
So when we started working on this story, I had to imagine where Kara was built. And for whatever reason, the city of Detroit came very quickly to my mind because it had already an incredible story by itself of history and themes. So we traveled there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw, and we could really feel the desire to fight and really be born again. And we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the Android industry was, using these huge factories to build androids there.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too, and for us, the graphic designers, it was an incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be rebuilt, we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future. We didn't want to make a science fiction universe, but a world of anticipation. If we chose science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials, but those things are very far from our current everyday life. Anticipation is more about gleaning from our contemporary reality, the one we know, because Detroit is set in 2038, and 2038 is tomorrow. The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible, a lot more elegant, and at the same time, making it visual. So all the computer equipment, autonomous cars, we simply had to invent. They are in fact very technological objects, but at the same time remain very credible and ingrained in reality. To create a cohesive universe in the fashion and clothing of the human characters in 2038, I didn't want to put an accent on strange shapes, or really vibrant colors, and things we wouldn't know. That I wanted to keep for the androids. The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting. Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special because this is a project about the place they could occupy in the human world. It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to correspond to every social class, rich and poor. Inspired by everyday utilitarian clothes, I brought a modern touch by adding dynamic display surfaces, the armband we can see on the side, the triangle on the front and back, an LED. Like that, there's no confusion.
Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Once we cast the actors, we travel to meet them in order to scan their faces. We record the structure of their face with the scan, and we record the colors and patches of skin with photography. Once we have this information, we will use this as a basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will develop together. Finally, we will have a character with character who corresponds to the project and the world.
That's wild.
When the actors come to Quantic Dream, we show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game. This extra information gives them another dimension and color to connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play their character.
Your mission. That's all you care about, huh?
You should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here!
So there are 3 types of shoots at Quantic Dream. Shooting and performance capture, where you capture the whole actor, his voice, his face, and his body. These shoots are obviously done with American actors because the game's original version is in American English. After that, there are the body-only shoots, representing around 250 days of filming, while the performance capture is 100 days of filming. Now, body-only shoots, there are 2 types. There are the action shoots and the technical shoots, which are mokit shoots. Mokit is when the player controls a character on the screen, and he moves in an environment to explore it. This is of particular importance at Quantic Dream, and therefore we shoot a lot to offer a unique context for each scene and each character.
To prepare a motion capture shoot, we first get together to look at the sets we need, the animations that we want to shoot, which ones need to be grouped together, or which ones need to be cut and shot at another time, so that we get the most out of the shooting day. This often means shooting scenes out of order, especially those with big props or accessories, like a big car, for example. So we shoot all the animations related to that particular prop first.
That explains why everything with like Connor sitting in a car feels the same.
The biggest challenge for the mocap team was shooting a Spider-Man mo-kit. We had to build a wall and attach an actor to a harness with cables so we could pull him up and render him climbing.
The shooting on this game total took about, I would say, more than a year, maybe 1 and 2 years, with about 300 actors on set. So it's quite a massive production. But so much happened on this set, between the stunts and the shootings with a little girl and all these great actors that we had. It was really a very, very memorable journey for the team and for myself.
Today, Detroit has over 37,000 animations. When we retrieve the motion capture data, it's just a cloud of points, which represent all the markers worn by the actors. From this cloud of points, we have a phase called retargeting, which gives us a skeleton. This skeleton will be applied to the characters of the game. There is still work to be done, but this gives us the main movements. Since we are working on something very realistic, we must recognize the actor and also recover all the emotion he expresses in his performance. We use a system of facts, an identity card for each actor. We make the actor do a whole range of facial expressions. Then we recover all the expressions and paste the animations on a puppet that Jan has prepared.
That's scary.
I then recover and refine these poses. I might stretch the lip, reinflate a cheek, tiny details that make the finished product really capture the actor.
Because of the nature of our mocap system today, when we receive the animations, we're missing eye movements, and so the character has that dead look. He really has no eyes, so then it's a big part of the work for the animators to find the regard of the actor in relation to his position, in relation to the body, etc.
It was crazy when I saw the newest model for Kara, because they've been working on it, and this was the first time I literally jumped in my seat. It not only looked so much like me, it was the fact that it looked so lifelike. It wasn't that it looked just like it was a camera, it was something else, you know, but it looked alive. It's exciting, and it's kind of terrifying.
Terrifying,
game
yeah.
After game, we learned the rules of optics and filming, and our goal with Detroit Become Human was to have cameras that would actually emulate the optics of a real physical camera. So basically dealing with real-world imperfections was our main task, and just to make cameras look as real as we can.
Once the animations are shot and processed by the animation department, integrated and polished, we film them. That is to say, we really do a mise en scène, as in cinema. The real difficulty of our job is to know if these cameras are telling us something. Are they in the emotion of the scene? Do they describe exactly what the action must convey, what must be felt? The most important challenge for me was one of the final scenes where Markus decides to start the revolution and go to the battlefield. Very quickly, we imagined this to be a huge sequence shot. We wanted the feeling of a cameraman running behind us, while showing Markus, the androids who help him, the person shooting at us, etc. Above all, it was necessary to say to oneself, this scene is very violent but does not glorify war. On the contrary, that war is something improbable and absurd. It was really a fun challenge.
The idea was to say we have 3 characters. We would like each of them to have a specific cinematography. We wanted Kara to be much more filmed with some kind of handheld camera, to have something very living, very breathing. For Connor, we wanted something very cold and very perfect. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic and spectacular. So it was about the filming, but it was also about the photography. So we worked with a director of photography to give each character a different lighting, different key colors. Each of them would have their own worlds. And finally, we worked with the composers, so they would create a specific sound for each character, so each would have his own world and his own style.
That's just crazy to me. There's so much that goes into this, which like I knew, but also like, Jesus. Hi, Mom. Hello. Were you having trouble sleeping? Also, I got Windows activated. Thank you for giving me the code. Okay, I'm curious about the soundtrack.
For the soundtrack of the game, we tried to be very close to what is done in film. We were constantly asking at each place in the game, why are we putting music here? What is it going to say? So we focused the music on bringing emotion, which is interactive, and supports the character's arc.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
We make games that are very narrative. We're really into interactive drama, so the soundtrack also had to go in that direction, supporting the three characters' very different stories. We really wanted 3 colors, 3 musical sound identities, and from there, having 3 composers made sense, since the story of Kara, Marcus, and Connor are all completely different.
You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz.
For Connor, we wanted a soundtrack that could be very cold and very mechanical, very machine-esque somehow. For Kara, we wanted a soundtrack that would be very moving and emotional. It was about the quest for identity, but it was also a journey about love and empathy. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic, something that would really represent the grand aspect of his quest. And we were very fortunate to find 3 incredibly talented composers, and working with them has been a dream, honestly.
My name's Philip Shepherd, and I'm a composer and a cellist and a producer, and today we're at Abbey Road Studio One, which is my favourite studio in the world, and today we're recording the soundtrack for Kara from the company.
We don't like that man, by the way. Make fun of him all you want.
So when I compose a big project, I often travel just to kind of get out, you know, and get some fresh air and some inspiration. And I go hiking and traveling in Montana a lot. I had a log fire in the room that I was staying in, and the flames were kind of making absolutely direct music. And it became the basis for Kara's theme, and it sounds something like this. Now, over the top of that, I found a little theme that just seemed to fit over the top, which is taking Kara's name, Kara, Kara, and just using like a 2-syllable motif, and it sounds like this.
We're going to pull through this, Alice. As long as we're together, nothing can hurt us.
And all the time that's fitting over. So it kind of works in lots of levels, and in fact every single theme in the score has one of those elements built into it, and it becomes sort of the DNA of every single tune. For me, writing this theme for Kara, I actually had to tap into what it feels like to be a father to daughters. I really had to tap into everything I feel about my daughters and thinking, well, if I had to write music for them and that sense of trying to protect them but also give them the freedom, That's totally where it came from. Because each composer has been given the sort of narrative responsibility for very different characters, I haven't had to sort of go into other styles. I can actually be very loyal to this particular character and sort of hopefully encapsulate her. But it means also I've suddenly become very connected to this character. And if for some reason it goes to game over early, I'm getting mortified, you know?
They're over there!
Starting a new project for me personally, it's always finding the right tone, finding the right color, I like to call it. For me, it's finding that right texture that actually sits against picture really well. One of the biggest things is I created custom instruments for Connor. I pulled out all my vintage synthesizers to be able to capture this robotic person, if you will. My approach to all of these custom instruments is that I hear the sound in my head. And either I could just come into the piano and just be like, all right, so I'm gonna just get on the computer and just create it. I rather be able to play these instruments physically. As soon as you see Connor the first time, there is a really interesting thematic idea that you hear, and that's just made out of a Moog synthesizer, but completely manipulated in multiple ways. And it's robotic. It has a little bit of an emotional to it. He's on his mission, so you feel that as well. So it just kind of gives you that cold, motionless, with a mission in hand that you kind of feel throughout the whole thing. Because the music evolved, one of the things that I was very weary and I was very kind of focused on was the way that the music has to evolve. So my idea behind it was that Connor is a singular android that could at any point become a deviant or could actually stay as an android. So I created a more or less a Connor theme, and then I was able to just manipulate it in different aspects of it.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants.
I'm a human being writing for a robot. And throughout Connor's journey, he meets someone, he meets a partner. So how do you deal with a robot feeling? And I've met a partner that I'm gonna work with, or all of a sudden he sees a dead body. Does this robot have an imagination? Does this robot have a feeling? And if yes, how do you translate that into non-emotional music? So it basically at any point I was just like, I can't do this, and then I just do it.
Property was damaged and fires continued to rage in several major districts across the city.
Some people are asking, have androids become a threat to our security?
When I first started really digging in on Marcus, the one thing that I really tried to capture was the transformation process. You know, Marcus is this android that evolves over the course of the game and really goes from kind of figuring out that he's more than just an android. You know, he's starting to develop kind of a human soul in a way.
Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel, and let your hand drift across the canvas.
The other side of Marcus that I really latched onto was that he almost became a savior for a lot of the other androids in the game. So when I started developing the theme for Marcus, I really made it like a church hymn. I wanted it to be very simple. I wanted to make it a chordal melody. I really wanted to make it almost like a Bach hymn.
Was this the same man that made North
too complex from a harmonic
Marcus
standpoint,
sing that literal
it would be
like
hard,
church
I think, for
song?
people to kind of pick it out and recognize it. It's very acoustic derived, but it's also been treated with a lot of effects and things to kind of put it into the space that I felt the sound should be in. It can be beautiful, it can be haunting, it can be extremely powerful, from an action standpoint, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
I could be blue, I could be violet sky.
The music is there, but it's subliminal and it's emotional, and people are feeling it, and it's not distracting. And that's tricky with a game like this, where you have to have a lot of ins and outs like that, where the music kind of has to get in and out of these moments.
This is a war we're fighting with the humans. If we fail, they'll destroy us.
I think the game's been put together so well, where I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't ruining the emotion. I gotta be honest, when we first started on this path, I've said, oh man, this could be pretty messy, you know? I mean, it could feel disconnected, but I mean, it's amazing how they really guided us and got us to really kind of all be in the same world, but at the same time feeling completely
very
different.
sarcastic.
So it's really gonna stand out and kind of be one of those games where people are really gonna notice the music and kind of how it was crafted, and you know, and all the hard work that went into being able to pull it off in a graceful way.
Okay, now we finished with the like in-depth video, so now we just got the shorts, and I only have the two more shorts unlocked. Ooh,
for starters,
Chloe.
what should I call you?
I'm Chloe. And you, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Could you tell
She's
us
so
a
pretty.
little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second, is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
A soul. That was so short. Alright, I want to see Luther. I don't have these last two, but that's okay. We don't care about them anyway. I also love Chloe.
Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
He has a beautiful voice, but what the fuck?
Everything will be alright. Fight on, just a little while longer.
This better not be his whole short. It's going to be.
Just a little while longer. Fight on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. We will sing on.
No, what the fuck? This has nothing to do with Luther.
Sing on. Just a little while longer.
I could go my whole life without hearing this song again.
Just a little while longer.
I hate that. That had nothing to do with Luther. Well, Luther was designed to be a sacrifice if needed by the players, so what did we do for his short? Literally. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. I'm curious about the artworks. These are cute. Fancy. Yeah, Luther needs more personality because that just hurts my feelings. Like, this man deserves so much more. And he was just like, yeah, you get to sing this random ass fucking Android song. Whatever. 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 Oh! I slammed my knee on my desk. I'm trying to sit like how I always sit, which is fucked up and incorrect. Yeah, well, that was fun. We did get the correct ending in my mind. So that's exciting. I will put this on YouTube with the title The Correct Ending or some variation of it. So, yay. Starting on Tuesday, hopefully I should have everything figured out, like my commands and everything, so hopefully that should be all sorted. And then I will be doing resets again. Which will be fun. Hopefully this little break will have been enough to get Shiny Dialga to come back. Or to come to me in the first place, I should say. And then we can also discuss what game that I shall play next. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I will be back on Tuesday. We're gonna be doing some resets, at least for next week. And then maybe I'll start a game the week after. Because next week I'm on call for work, so there is the possibility that I will have to end stream to go work and such. And, like, I don't want to be playing something that could happen with, you know? So, yeah, next week for sure. Tuesday and Thursday will both be resets. But yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and watching me redo the whole last chapter of the game. It was fun. I had a good time. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night and weekend. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I love y'all. Mwah. Goodbye.